Once again, what are you here
I don't have to tell you why I'm here.
for? Okay. Don't come in this court.
I'm not going in the court. I've already been
I don't
told.
want you around this court.
I already got her
So
sanctioned,
go over there,
and
go
I've already
around,
submitted my next round of complaints for her denying me access.
Okay.
And now you are trying to kick me out of something that's not yours. You don't own this. You don't own this.
Because you're here to start shit.
No, I'm not.
Let's do it.
I didn't even say anything to you.
I
didn't say anything to you. You approached me.
Yeah, but you're standing out here talking to other people. You started shit.
I'm not allowed to talk to other people?
Yeah, but talk about something else. Don't talk about this.
You weren't even in the conversation. What was I talking about?
This guy in the video you're watching is named Kevin Jenkins. He and I used to be friends. And he would tell me things about Judge Curvey. Until something seemed to have happened. He changed. He switched sides. Now he wants to violate my civil rights to protect his judge. Some people just aren't that smart. Hidden amongst the downtown Houston, Texas buildings is the 280th District Court, presided by Judge Dianne Curvey, a judge with a very troubled past, a judge with different names to hide her troubled past. Her real name, however, is Dianne Banier, which her campaign manager instructed her to change to Dianne Curvey because it sounded less, quote, African. The name change was to hide that she was a sanctioned attorney, sanctioned by the State Bar of Texas. She knew that she would lose rank and votes if people knew about her past. So the past is the past, right? She's a brand new judge. Wrong. She's still the same person, now with sanctions, this time from the State Commission on Judicial Conduct, a complete separate entity in Austin, Texas, at the state capitol. Things do, however, get better for her, and she meets this man named Derek Johnson, who she calls the love of her life. Things are going great until she's headed to Austin and defending those sanctions with Mr. Johnson by her side. However, shortly before that, there are complaints from her that he pointed a firearm at her. But wait a minute, she doesn't report that until after she's in front of these panel of other judges and attorneys that represent the authority over every sitting judge in the state of Texas, making them witnesses that she manufactured a protective order to jail her husband. It's called ex parte. He didn't know about it. And hey, let's give a shout out to these people at ABDA. ABDA seems to love funding and bringing in litigants. And the Ramos law firm, who has donated generously to the present judge and the previous judge. And they seem to be okay with these problems that are going on in this court. Not just okay, but I would say the word is desperation to keep this thing funded and going. Now, Dianne Curvey spent $7,750 of her money to pay this guy, Aubrey Taylor, to run this campaign against myself and one of my friends. I'm really intimidated by this. Much like those garbage protective orders that are mass-produced, like the one that jailed her husband. Yeah, I've got some friends, and I've got some good friends. And then there's people like your bailiff, that's your friend, that you instructed to have me jailed, insinuating that I was harassing you by asking to watch the court, or that I pooped in this cake. Anyway, I've been recording you since before you were a judge, so that means there's a lot more video coming. Later.